Broadcasting live from the Meridics via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Centennial Sportsplex. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we continue the final full week of play in GNASH in the calendar year of 2024. And we have for you tonight the biggest regular season game so far. Ravenwood against Hendersonville-Beech-Lawson. Why is it the biggest game? Because if Hendersonville win, Nolensville-Lipscomb will win the 2024-25 GNASH Cup regular season championship and claim the 1 seed for the Predators Cup. So it is must win or at least tie for Ravenwood to stay in the race tonight. They're coming up against a Hendersonville team that whipped up on NBA the other night, beat them 6-1 without Carter Morrison in the lineup, I'm told. That may have been a lot worse for Hunter Wick and the Big Red if Morrison had been able to take part. But yeah, GNASH Cup race is over tonight if Hendersonville beat Ravenwood with just still over a month to go before Ravenwood and Ensworth finally play each other in the highly anticipated Preds Cup final rematch. All right, let's go over the finals for Monday, and the first game from tonight is in the books as well. On Monday, JP2MLK beat Centennial FRA 3-0 to clinch a Predators Cup berth. Rutherford Rampage beat the Montgomery County Rangers 6-2. Father Ryan beat Brentwood 9-2. First win of the season finally for Zach Fonsbeck. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb beat Summit Page 2-0 behind that tremendous goaltending performance by Bingston Soundara. And, of course, I mentioned earlier the 6-1 final, Hendersonville-Beech-Lawson beating Montgomery Bell. And the first game of tonight is in the books. Station Camp Liberty Creek have defeated the Montgomery County Rangers 10-3. And that's not great for the Tennessee Outlaws, because if the Rangers had won that game and they beat JP2, then the Outlaws would have clinched a Predators Cup berth. But the wait goes on for them until the wait goes on until at least Monday. The Outlaws do play NBA on Friday night or Friday evening, and they need to win that game and then hope that Station Camp lose to Indy on Monday to get a Preds Cup spot. Otherwise, looks like that race is going to go to January, a race for the last few Preds Cup spots anyway. All right, here are the standings with that first game of the evening in the books. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb leading GNASH. 12 wins, no losses, 2 ties. Hendersonville-Beech-Lawson in second at 9-2-1. Franklin in third at 9-3-0. Ravenwood in fourth at 8-1-1. JP2MLK in fifth at 8-3-0. The entirety of the top 5 have clinched Predators Cup berths. Then you've got Summit Page in sixth at 7-3-1. Montgomery Bell at 6-3-2. The Outlaws at 6-4-2. Rutherford Rampage in ninth at 5-9-0. Station Camp Liberty Creek after the win tonight, now 4-6-2. Of course, they beat Rutherford. However, they have one fewer win than the Rampage, so that's why they're placed below them. Centennial FRA at 4-8-0. They play Father Ryan tomorrow night. Somebody's going to get a Henry Hine Cup spot regardless of that result. Whoever loses that game is going to end up with a Henry Hine Cup spot. And if the game ends in a tie, it's Centennial who end up with a Hine Cup spot. Father Ryan and Independence BA-USN Nashville Christian, both 3-7-1. I think they've got Father Ryan ahead because they have a better goal difference, -6 to -24. But Independents are actually ahead of Father Ryan because, of course, they beat the Irish back on October 28th. Brentwood in 14th at 3-10-1. Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill 1-9-2. And the Montgomery County Rangers, after the loss tonight, 0-13-0. They still have a chance, however, at getting the 7 seed for the Hine Cup. If they win their last 2 games and Mount Juliet lose their last 3, then they both finish with 4 points, but Montgomery would be put ahead of Mount Juliet due to having more wins. Again, Rutherford Brentwood, Mount Juliet, and Montgomery County have all claimed spots in the Henry Hine Cup, and everybody but Ravenwood and Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb can still win the GNASH Cup regular season championship. Only other game going on tonight besides this one in Montgomery Station Camp, the Outlaws and JP2 over on Rink A at 8:45. It is senior night for the Outlaws. All right, let's talk about the two teams playing our featured game tonight. First up, Ravenwood, coached by James Gately. 8-1-1 coming into tonight. Here are the results of their last 5 games. Dating back to October 28th when they beat Montgomery Bell 3-1. November 4th, they beat JP2 8-4. November 18th, they beat Franklin 9-5. Last Monday, they beat, or a week ago Monday, December 2nd, they beat Centennial FRA 4-1, and then the 2-2 tie with Summit Page last Wednesday. So the Raptors are on a 6-game unbeaten streak since losing to the Outlaws on October 17th. Here are the team stats coming into tonight. Cooper Hill, the leading scorer, 21 points from 12 goals and 9 assists. Keaton Moffitt, 18 points from 10 goals and 8 assists. Jake Farrell, 12 points from 5 goals and 7 assists. Grady Fernan, 12 points from 8 goals and 4 assists. Liam Powell, 10 points from 5 goals and 5 assists. Brady Friedman, 10 points from a goal and 9 assists. Cannon Kaiser, 9 points from 6 goals and 3 assists. Mason Reed, 7 points all from assists. Anthony Maltese, 7 points from 3 goals and 4 assists. Timo Holan, 7 points from a goal and 6 assists. Jake Lipinski, 6 points from 2 goals and 4 assists. Robert Longard, 6 points from 3 goals and 3 assists. Cooper Friedman, 4 points from 3 goals and an assist. Luke Pierce, 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. Zeke Landcamer, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Aryan Patnaik, 2 points from goals. Owen Apple, 2 points from assists. Lucas O'Leary, the only Ravenwood skater without a point to his name. On to goalie play, Reese McKenzie has played in 5 games. All of those were starts. Her record, a perfect 5-0. 5-0. She's played 210 minutes. Goals against average of 1.29. 2 shutouts. She's allowed 6 goals and 73 shots. Turned away the other 67. Her save percentage in the regular season so far is .918. Colin Gower has played in 5 games. All of those were starts. His record 3-1-1. He's played 210 minutes. Well, he hasn't played 210 minutes. The net was empty for the end of that Outlaws game. I know it, even though I wasn't there. That last goal had to be an empty netter. But I'm just going to say what the stats say because, whatever. 210 minutes, goals against average of 2.14, 1 shutout. He's allowed 10 goals and 86 shots, turned away the other 76. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .884. On to Hendersonville-Beech-Lawson, coached by Stephen Sullivan. 9-2-1, second place in the league. The Hendersonville program has not been in the Predators Cup in over 4 years. It's going to be 5 when February comes around. Results of their last 5 games: 2-1 win over the Outlaws on October 23rd, 3-0 loss to Ensworth on November 6th, 6-0 win over Father Ryan on November 11th. Last Wednesday, beat the Rangers 11-3, and then the big 6-1 win over MBA on Monday. So here are their stats coming into tonight. Gideon Drodnik, the leading scorer, 20 points from 14 goals and 6 assists. Landon Croft, 16 points from 10 goals and 6 assists. Caden Sisko, 16 points from 6 goals and 10 assists. Colin Smith, 11 points from 2 goals and 9 assists. Carter Morrison, 9 points all from goals. Christian Dickens and Merrick Mott, each with 8 points from 2 goals and 6 assists. Hudson Lauk, 6 points all from assists. Ty Ellis, 5 points from 2 goals and 3 assists. Dom Harpole, 3 points all from assists. Brian Wilkinson, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Braden Rose and Caden Smith, each with 2 points from a goal and an assist. Wyatt Franks, 2 points from assists. Alex Williams, 2 points from a goal and an assist. Britton Smith, 2 points from goals. And Caden Lewis and Josh Lodel, each with a point from a goal. And the 3 skaters who don't get a lot of playing time, Zach Kern, Kellen Fisher, and Zach Moskov, none of them have any points. On to goalie play, Griffin Rumba has played in 6 games. All of those were starts. His record 5-1-0. He's played 252 minutes. Goals against average of 1.79. 1 shutout. He's allowed 10 goals on 133 shots. Turned away the other 123. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .925. Justin Smith has played in 5 games. All of those were starts. His record 4-0-1. He's played 210 minutes. Goals against average of 2.79. 1 shutout. He's allowed 13 goals and 84 shots. Turned away the other 71. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .845. Reese McKenzie going to start in goal for Ravenwood. Griffin Rumbaugh going to start in goal for Hendersonville. For this first period, Ravenwood will carry the puck towards me. Hendersonville will carry it away from me. Again, if Hendersonville win, Ainsworth win the GNASH Cup. We'll find out what happens tonight as the game is underway. And Hendersonville win the opening draw. They turn it over at center, but Carter Morrison gets it right back. Backing up into his own zone, passing it ahead. It's in the Ravenwood end, immediately cleared out. Puck brought into the Hendersonville zone, and a shot from the top of the right circle, gloved and held onto by Rumbaugh. That shot coming from Mason Reed. So we have our first whistle after the first 19 seconds of play. Draw is going to be to Rumbaugh's left. It's won by Hendersonville. Wyatt Franks sending it around the boards to the near side. Carter Morrison sending it ahead. Brian Wilkinson deflects it out to center. Ravenwood get the puck back. And it's sent back into the Hendersonville zone, picked up by Morrison. Morrison stopping behind his own net. Passing up the near side. Wilkinson is knocked away by Cooper Hill. Hill going around the back of the Hendersonville net, coming around to the right wing. Trying to get out to the slot. Passes over left point. A shot misses the net to the left of Rumbaugh. That shot coming from, I think, Zeke Landkammer. Yep. Hendersonville clear the puck out. Ravenwood bring it right back in. Here's Hill down the right wing boards. The puck poked away by Morrison. Gets it back. And then Morrison takes it away behind the net. Tries to chip it around Brady Friedman. Friedman knocked it away. Now the puck's out in front, but it is on the stick of Wilkinson, who's going to carry it out to center. Ravenwood take it back at center. They bring it back into the Hendersonville zone. Colin Smith clears it out at the far side. Only as far as center, Anthony Maltese regains possession. Puck sent back into the Hendersonville zone, but the Commandos have it. Colin Smith passing it up the far side. Gideon Drobnik deflects it deep into the Ravenwood zone. It's behind the net, picked up Landon Croft. Croft turns around, shoots. I think that missed the net to McKenzie's left. Puck put out in front, and a shot stop, rebound, score! Puck was sent to the net from the left point. And I think it's Gideon Drobnik. Drobnik got off one shot that was stopped by McKenzie. Then he moved across the front of the net and backhands in the rebound. And Hendersonville have a 1-0 lead with 12:01 to go in the first. Draw one by the Commandos. Puck sent into the Ravenwood zone. It's on the near side. And cleared out by Ravenwood. It's going to be an icing, though. I forgot to say I am standing behind and to the right of the net that Hendersonville are defending for this first and third period. So the benches side is the near side and the bleacher side is the far side. Draw is going to be to McKenzie's left. One Ravenwood player slipping and falling, trying to line up for the faceoff. Draw one by the Raptors. They have it at center. Chip it into the Hendersonville zone, but offside. Cooper Hill went over the line right before Kenan Kaiser chipped it in. Draw's going to be on the dot across from the Hendersonville bench. One by the Raptors, but immediately taken by the Commandos and sent towards the Ravenwood zone. Ravenwood clear it out. Here's Liam Powell, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Passes across right circle. A shot blocked by Dom Harpole coming right across the front. Getting right in front of the Cooper Hill shot. Now the puck's up at the right point. Here's a shot. Trying for a redirect was Keaton Moffitt. Was stopped, I think. Yes, it was. They put it up on the board. Stopped by Rumbaugh. Back the other way come Hendersonville. Landon Croft sending the puck across the front of the net from the right wing side. Hill with it at center. Brings it back into the Hendersonville zone. Tried to pass to the slot and get a breakaway going for Liam Powell, but Carter Morrison intercepts. Morrison through center, back into the Ravenwood zone. Gets off a shot, turned away by McKenzie from that right circle. Morrison passing it off. Braden Rose shot from the right wing side. Went over the net. I think McKenzie may have got a piece of it with a glove. Puck put out in front, intercepted by the Raptors. Now back the other way they come. Here's Cooper Hill in the Hendersonville zone, and the puck poked away in the slot. Wyatt Franks had it get away from him, so it's kept alive by Grady Fernan and dumped to the inboards. Picked up by Merrick Mott. Passed ahead Brian Wilkinson. Wilkinson clears it out of the zone. Puck brought back, or sent back into the Hendersonville end is, I think it was Hill. Was it Hill or Fernan that got pasted into the boards by Rose? It was Fernan. Carter Morrison backhanding the puck ahead to Rose. Rose out at center, lets it get away from him. Oh, and the puck ends up in the Ravenwood zone anyway. Picked up by Mott in the right wing corner, put in front. But Brian Wilkinson couldn't get a stick on it. Here's Wilkinson in the left wing corner. Putting it out in front, and it was knocked away by a Ravenwood stick. Rose with it again. Now Mott tried to put it out for Wilkinson. It's intercepted and brought out by the Raptors. Brought back into the Hendersonville zone. Here's a shot from the right wing. Kicked away by Rumbaugh with the right leg pad. That shot coming from Robert Longard. Now here's Ty Ellis. Back into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side with a backhander stopped. And the rebound stopped and covered up by McKenzie at her right-hand post. Ty Ellis with a couple of whacks of the puck, got off a backhander. She stopped that, and then he tried to stuff in the rebound. She kept that out as well. 9-10 left in the first, 1-0. Hendersonville draws to McKenzie's right. Here's Christian Dickens behind the net for Hendersonville. Backhanding it out to the right point. It's intercepted, brought out to center by the Raptors. Now here's Mason Reed, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Pushed into the inboards by Colin Smith. Puck is behind the net. Smith gets it away from Reed, picks it up on the far side. Had it knocked off his stick as he was trying to exit the zone. Here's Cooper Hill, cutting to the front of the net. Puck got away from him, backhander, score! The puck got away from Hill for a moment, but he kicked it back to his stick. Moved across to the right-hand side of the net and backhands it in. Rumbaugh dove out and left the net pretty much wide open. And it is 1-1 with 8:35 to go in the first. Draw one by Hendersonville, but turned right over to the Raptors and brought back into the Hendersonville zone. Shot from the slot, score! It's Brady Friedman. Just about top of the left circle on the left edge of the slot. Sliding it underneath Rumbaugh into the back of the net, and Ravenwood take a 2-1 lead 9 seconds after tying the game. 8:20 in the first. Draw one by the Commandos. Turned right over at center to Ravenwood. Liam Powell, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. A shot turned away by Rumbaugh. Powell with a puck behind the net. Comes around to the far side, backhands it up to the top of the right circle, and a shot off a stick and into the netting above the glass and out of play. Not sure who that was for Ravenwood. Draw is going to be to Rumbaugh's left. Timo Holland having trouble with his chin strap. Good to see him back in the lineup. He exited the Summit game last week after taking a big hit. just inside the Summit zone, but he has to go back to the bench to get his chin strap fixed. Now, Grady Fernan having to take a moment to adjust his neck guard. Draw one by Hendersonville. Wyatt Franks trying to clear it out. And the Commandos do get it out after a couple seconds. It's in the Ravenwood zone. Rob Longard falls over with a puck. Brian Wilkinson trying to put it in front. Longard got right back at his skates, broke up that pass attempt. Now here come the Raptors. Through center. Back into the Hendersonville zone on the left wing side. Cannon Kaiser, the puck knocked away by Carter Morrison. Morrison trying to find space to bring it out, and he does. Morrison back into the Hendersonville zone. Ravenwood zone, left wing side. His shot blocked, and then he got a rebound and got up a shot that was stopped by McKenzie. Now back the other way come the Raptors. Puck brought back into the Hendersonville zone. It is Robert Longard coming around to the far side. Lost the puck. Hendersonville trying to clear it out. They do. Braden Rose at center has it taken right back by the Raptors, and then they lose it. Braden Rose sending it back into the Ravenwood zone. Here come Ravenwood. Grady Fernan back into the Hendersonville zone. Shot it right. Looked like it went right across the front of the crossbar, maybe just over Rumbaugh's head. Now here's Morrison up the near side through center. Is it Morrison or Croft? Whoever it was just got off a shot that's stopped and covered up by McKenzie. I think it was Landon Croft. Yeah, it was. 6:31 to go. In the first, still 2-1. Ravenwood draws to the left of McKenzie. One by Hendersonville. Here's Croft around the back of the net, putting it out in front. Just held into the blue line by Colin Smith. Here's Croft. Shot from the left circle. Missed the net. Here's Croft again. This time on the right wing side. A shot. Score. It leaks through McKenzie at the left-hand post into the back of the net. And Hendersonville have tied the game at 2 with 6:08 left in the first. Hendersonville with a puck at center. Taken back by Cooper Hill. Hill bringing it into the Hendersonville zone. High slot shot blocked. Here's Caden Cisco carrying it out. Cisco passing across. Here's Croft, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Trying to center it. Cisco, what a stop by McKenzie. Got it right in front to Cisco, and she stoned him point blank. Now here's Hill back in the Hendersonville zone. Puck got too far away. Morrison came in and knocked it away. It's cleared out only as far as center. Brady Friedman dropping it back. Now Ravenwood taking it all the way back into their own zone. And Hendersonville regained possession. Gideon Drobnik pushed away from the puck. And Ravenwood send it back into the Hendersonville zone. Morrison and Mason Reed in a foot race. Reed got to it, but then he couldn't get it around Morrison, who clears it out up the near side. Here is Drobnik leading a 2-on-1. Back into the Ravenwood zone. A shot missed the net. Now they're saying McKenzie got a piece of it. Here's Cooper Hill back into the Hendersonville zone. Oh, wow, nice D by Hudson Laux to jump right in and swoop the puck away. Puck back in the Ravenwood zone. I think it's Jake Farrell with it, whipping it around to the near side. Reed now with it behind his own net. Sending it back around to the near side. Oh, but it's intercepted. Colin Smith shoots it past the net to the right of McKenzie from the top of the right circle. And the Raptors get it out of the zone. Now it's back in the Hendersonville end. It goes for an icing. So a stretch pass to Brady Friedman went too far. 4:10 left in the first, 2-2. As we try and check in on the Outlaw JP2 game. I don't know if it's underway yet because, again, it is senior night for the Outlaws, and they've got 8 seniors to honor tonight. Draw was to the right of McKenzie, won by Ravenwood, and here comes Liam Powell through center, but double teamed to the puck taken away by Colin Smith, or double teamed by Colin Smith and Hudson Laux, and it was Laux who got the puck away. And Ravenwood ended up icing the puck from, I think it was Brady Friedman just behind the red line on the far side, who iced the puck when Ravenwood were trying to get it back in the zone. Draws to McKenzie's right. Won by the Raptors. Stretch pass up the far side, knocked the other way by Wyatt Franks. He kept that away from Jake Farrell. Puck ends up back in the Hendersonville zone. Farrell with it on the right wing side, trying to cut to the front of the net. It's knocked away from him. Braden Rose didn't backhand it out very hard, so it's kept in the zone by Powell. Powell moving along, taking a shot, stopped by Rumba, and he reaches out for the rebound and picks it up with a glove to get the whistle. 3:27 to go in the first. Game still tied at 2. Draw is going to be to Rumba's left. Hendersonville trying to get it out. Morrison with it on the near side. And sending it into his own bench. Actually, no, it went off the Ravenwood player standing in front of his own bench. Standing in front of the Hendersonville bench, that redirected it out. That was Cannon Kaiser. So they're going to drop the puck on the dot in front of the Hendersonville bench. Draw one by Ravenwood, but turned right over to Hendersonville and taken back at center by the Raptors. Brought back into the Hendersonville zone by Cannon Kaiser, and it poked away. Now Christian Dickens with the puck out at center, dumping it into the Ravenwood zone. So the end boards, Anthony Maltese beats Dickens to it. Puck sent around to the far side. Here come the Raptors back into the Hendersonville zone. Grady Fernan had Colin Smith kind of stand him up on that right wing side. Puck's behind the net. Rob Longard. Pass get out. High slot. But unable to keep it in the zone was Anthony Maltese. Now it's drifting all the way back down into the Ravenwood zone. Maltese is going to beat Caden Lewis to it. Now it's brought back into the Ravenwood zone. Hendersonville zone. Grady Fernan behind the net. Now Hudson Laux sending it up the near side, trying to get it out. Held it to the left point and sent back down low. Puck coming around to the far side. Gideon Drobnik trying to clear it out. Goes off of Anthony Maltese. Puck comes back to Drobnik. He has it taken away. But then it's poked away, and Drobnik finally brings it out to center. Drobnik back into the Ravenwood zone. A shot gloved and held on to by Reese McKenzie at that right-hand post. Minute 43 to go in the first. Game still tied at 2. Draw is to the right of McKenzie. And the Raptors have it, and they bring it out to center. It's brought back into the Hendersonville zone, and Cannon Kaiser with it on the right wing side. Passes below the goal line. Keaton Moffitt around the back of the net. Griffin Rumbaugh moving from left to right, trying to cover off any wraparound attempt, and then Moffitt gives it away behind the net to Carter Morrison. And Morrison took a high stick from Moffitt, who reaching out for the puck and clipped him in the helmet. So Hendersonville get the first power game, high sticking call against Moffett. Game tied at 2 with 68 seconds to go in the first. Outlaws JP2 game still hasn't been put up yet. Draws to Reese McKenzie's left. Won by Ravenwood. They're trying to get out of the zone. Carter Morrison holds it in. Morrison moves to the right circle. Shot! Oh, it went off the inside of the right-hand post. Went off the inside of McKenzie's right-hand post and stayed out. As Ravenwood clear it down ice. Morrison that close to, I believe, his 10th goal of the season. Now he's racing through center, back into the Ravenwood zone. Again on the right wing side, but he's pushed off the puck going towards the goal line. Sent up the near side boards, held into the right point by Caden Cisco. But then his stretch pass to Cooper Hill. Down the Hendersonville sliding, go score! Mason Reed found Cooper Hill hanging out right in the center lane at the Hendersonville blue line. Perfect tape-to-tape pass. He went down the slot, slid it through the skates of Rumbaugh into the back of the net for a shorthanded goal in his second of the game. And it's 3-2 Ravenwood with 79 seconds left of the power play and 27.4 seconds left in the first. Now here's Colin Smith, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone, put the puck in front. I think it was Merrick Mott who couldn't connect in the end. Wilkinson takes the puck back at center, brings it back into the Ravenwood zone. A shot turned away by McKenzie. And puck is behind the net. Time runs out on the first. 51 seconds of power play time will carry over to the second for the Commandos. Well, Hendersonville got off to a hot start. A goal from Gideon Drobnik, but then Ravenwood scored 2 in 9 seconds from Cooper Hill, Brady Friedman, and then Landon Croft tied up the game a few minutes later. And then just a few seconds ago, Cooper Hill with another goal, a shorty. So Ravenwood lead Hendersonville 3-2 at the end of one. Reese McKenzie still in goal for Ravenwood. Griffin Rumbaugh still in goal for Hendersonville for this second period. Hendersonville will carry the puck towards me. Ravenwood will carry it away from me. Again, the Commandos starting this second period with 51 seconds of power play time. Draw one by the Commandos to start the second. And it is sent into the Ravenwood zone. It's in the left wing corner. Anthony Maltese with it. Had it poked away by Caden Cisco. Now Gideon Drobnik trying to get it back to Cisco. Bottom of the left circle. Cisco passing it out to the blue line. Just held in at the right point by Hudson Laux. Passed over to Carter Morrison. Backhands it down the left wing. Here's Landon Croft in the slot. A shot off a skate or the stick of Timo Holen. Croft gets it back. Gets off a shot that misses the net to the left of McKenzie. That shot came from the top of the left circle. Holen with it. Passing it up the far side and out of the zone. Sent back the other way by Hendersonville. Penalty time against Ravenwood is up. They're back at even strength. They scored a short-handed goal, but again, Carter Morrison hit the post just seconds into the power play. That ended up kind of indirectly leading to that Cooper Hill shorty. Here's Landon Croft passing it up to the left point. Morrison, a shot. They score. Morrison with a diagonal cross-ice pass to the left-hand side of the Ravenwood net, where it's redirected in by Gideon Dromnick for his second goal of the game, and it is 3-3. Just 70 seconds into the second, 12:50 to go in the middle frame. Again, if Hendersonville win this game, then Ensworth win the GNASH Cup. Draw one by Ravenwood. They bring it into the Hendersonville zone. This is Cooper Hill. Odd angle shot went behind the net. Held in. Just below the left point. Now comes around to the right point. Zeke Landkammer's shot turned away by Rumbaugh. Puck is behind the net. Oh, wow, we got a pile up over at the right point of the Ravenwood zone. We got two Ravenwood players, one of the linesmen, and Ty Ellis were all in a pile. They've all separated and skated on as Hendersonville ended up icing the puck. 12 minutes left in the second, game tied at 3. And that Outlaws JP2 game still hasn't been posted. What the heck's going on? See, I know the Outlaws have 8 seniors, but their senior night can't be taking that long. Draw was to the left of Rumbaugh. Ravenwood with it. Timo Holland left point, passing it down. Try to go back to the slot. Oh, Mason Reed does get it. It was Reed, even though the pass was deflected by a Hendersonville stick. It still got to Reed, who was the intended target. Holland with a shot from the left point. Stopped and covered up by Rumbaugh. Draws to the right of Rumbaugh. Won by Hendersonville. Carter Morrison pushed off the puck behind the Ravenwood net. Merrick Mott trying to clear it out. Pass it out to center. It's held in by Timo Holland. Taken back by the Raptors and cleared out this time, but Holland gets it back. Brought back into the Hendersonville zone. It's at the inboards. Morrison trying to pick it up. Puck coming back around to the near side, and here's the shot from, I think, the bottom of the right circle that was stopped by Rumbaugh. Another shot misses the net to his right. That was Reed. Puck passed out to the right point, and Anthony Maltese immediately backhands it over to the left point. Holland now moving to the right wing side. A shot floats in, and it just misses the net to the right of Rumbaugh. Hendersonville want to set up Morrison. They clear it out of the zone. Intercepted by Ravenwood, but taken back by the Commandos. Now here's Braden Rose, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone, backhanding it behind the net. Picked up by Maltese. Banking it off the near far side boards. Now here's Cooper Hill back in the Hendersonville zone. And Wyatt Franks came in to give him a bear hug, so Hill's drawn a penalty. Shot from the right wing side, stopped by Rumbaugh. Rebound from Reed, stopped by Rumbaugh. And Hendersonville finally touch up the puck. And it's going to be a hooking call against Franks. So Ravenwood going on the power play for the first time in this one. Game tied at 3 with 10:09 left in the second. Draw is to the left of Rumbaugh. Ravenwood with it. Liam Powell, right point. Passing over to the left point. Cannon Kaiser. Out to Powell. Passing it down into the right wing corner. Where it's picked up by Colin Smith. Smith comes around to the far side, banks it hard off the kick plate, and down back into the Ravenwood zone. It comes on goal. McKenzie has to stop it, even though it started spinning on its edge like a coin. She gives it off to Powell, and Powell brings it back into the Hendersonville zone. Shot in the right wing, deflects off his stick and goes past the net to the left of Rumbaugh. Hendersonville trying to poke it out, kept alive on that far side. Puck going back into the left wing corner. Slapped around and out. I think it was Merrick Mott getting it out of there. Oh, and then it's poked free by Drobnik. Shot missed it to the right of McKenzie. Drobnik poked it away from Liam Powell, and he was all along going to the front of the net, and he missed the shot. He missed the net to her right. Under a minute left in the power play for the Raptors. Puck brought back into the Hendersonville zone. Shot from the left wing, misses the net to the left of Rumbaugh. Puck held in at the right point, sent back down low, but intercepted by the Commandos. Oh, but it's turned back over to the Raptors, still inside the zone. Now it's sent up the far side, Croft with it. Croft back into the Ravenwood zone. Croft trying to go to the front of the net, stopped by McKenzie. He got right in on goal, and it hit her pads. He had, I think it was Jake Farrell all over him. 20 seconds left in the power play for the Raptors. Puck sent back into the Hendersonville zone. It ends up in the left wing corner, picked up by Hudson Laux, sent around the boards to the near side and out. And Croft had it poked away by Brady Freeman right as he was catching up to it at the Ravenwood blue line. Friedman over to Liam Powell, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Penalty time against the Commandos is up. They're back at even strength. Puck put out in front. Intercepted by Wyatt Franks right out of the box and making a big defensive play. He clears it out of the zone. Puck sent back into the Hendersonville end. Sent around the boards, actually sent over to the far side. And Morrison looking to skate, finding room. Morrison brings the puck back into the Ravenwood zone. Finds some room, takes a shot, score! What a beautiful goal by Carter Morrison. Carrying it from his own slot to just near the left-hand side of the Ravenwood net, and he shoots it into the right-hand side, and the Hendersonville Commandos go back into the lead, 4-3 with 7:39 left in the second. Draw one by the Commandos. Puck dumped into the Ravenwood zone. Now it's over on the far or near side. Oh, but the Raptors leave it behind. So it's regained by Hendersonville, but then Merrick Mott sends it to the front of the net, intercepted by Timo Holland. Now back the other way goes Mason Reed. Leaves it for Keaton Moffitt. Moffitt below the goal line, trying to put it out in front. It's knocked away by Hendersonville. Back the other way come the Commandos. Puck dumped back into the Ravenwood zone by Braden Rose. Picked up by Maltese. Now it's back in the Ravenwood zone. Shot knocked down by McKenzie. She had to stand up. That shot came from Brian Wilkinson. Puck put out in front. Rose having to knock it down with his hand. Then he tries to put it out in front again. Knocked away by Cooper Hill. And Hill's going to carry it out to center. Hill into the Hendersonville zone. Already sitting on the hat trick. Oh, but offside. Hill was coasting into the Hendersonville zone with plenty of space, and somebody forgot to hold up. And it's an offside against Ravenwood. Big break for Hendersonville. 6:31 left in the second. 4-3, the Commandos leading. Wow. Outlaws leading JP2 3-1 after one. The Outlaws still need 3 points to get into the Preds Cup. If they were to win tonight, that would be 2. They would only need 1 more. Puck out at center. Gideon Drobnik falls over. Picked up by Caden Sisko. Tried to send it into the Ravenwood zone. Zeke Landcamer blocked that. Now the puck's back in the Hendersonville end. It's in front of back hitter. Stopped by Rumbaugh. They're trying to stuff it in from in front. And it's taken away by Drobnik. Brought out to center. Back into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Drobnik hands it off. Landon Croft going to the front of the net. His shot stopped by McKenzie. She covers up the rebound at the left-hand post. Big chance there for Hendersonville, but Landon Croft kind of misplayed the puck. But at the other end, a big pile out in front of the Hendersonville net, and nobody in a black sweater could still stuff it in. 5:45 left in the second, still 4-3. Hendersonville, draw to the left of McKenzie. One by Hendersonville, puck put in front, and it is knocked away from Caden Lewis. Puck brought back into the Hendersonville zone. Pass to the right wing side. There's a shot. Stopped and held on to by Rumbaugh. I think it's Grady Fernan who took that. I think Fernan's a little bit taller than Hill. I kind of get him confused because, no, it was Jake Farrell. Okay, it was Jake Farrell who had that shot. Draw one by Ravenwood, but turned over to Hendersonville. It's brought into the Ravenwood zone. It's in the right wing corner. And here's Ty Ellis passing to the slot. Nobody in a white sweater there. Anthony Maltese going to clear it out up the near side. Intercepted at center by Carter Morrison. Brings it back into the Ravenwood zone. He's in the slot. Gets off a backhander with his back to the net. Then misses the net to the left of McKenzie. Comes off the boards. And a rebound try by Caden Lewis is gloved and held onto by McKenzie. Morrison got into the slot, and black sweaters started converging on him, so he had to improvise and got off that no-look backhander with his back to the net. 4:55 left in the second, still 4-3, Hendersonville. Draw is to the left of McKenzie. One by Ravenwood, but turned right over to the Commandos. Here's Merrick Mott trying to put it out in front. Broken up by Cannon Kaiser. Cooper Hill with it on the near side. Backhanding it across Zeke Landcamer. Trying to pass ahead. He took too long. Brian Wilkinson almost jumped in there and took it away. Now the puck brought back into the Hendersonville zone. Passed over Cooper Hill. Shot, score! Hill with a hat trick. Fires it into the top corner on the left-hand side of the net from just inside the right circle. And the game is tied at 4 with 4:32 left in the second. Carter Morrison with a puck for the Commandos. Brings it to center, had it poked away. Here's Liam Powell, right wing side of the Hendersonville zone, around the back of the net, comes around to the left wing side, up, but we get a whistle. Was the net dislodged? I think it's what happened. The Hendersonville net got dislodged. Draws to the right of Rumbaugh. One by Hendersonville. They send it into the Ravenwood zone. It's in the left wing corner. Comes up the boards. Hill with it. Passes it out to center. Mason Reed, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Trying to put it in front. Liam Powell scores! Reed found Powell all alone going to the front of the net. He deked Rumbaugh way out of position and backhands it in, and it is 5-4 Ravenwood with 3:50 left in the second. Draw one by Hendersonville. Here's Carter Morrison. Shot. Misses the net to the right of McKenzie. Held in Wyatt Franks to the left point. Brian Wilkinson to the puck, taken away by Jake Farrell. Passed over to Grady Fernan. Fernan, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Passes off, and Farrell knocks it over the net. Knocks it over the top of the net from the slot. Puck sent back into the Ravenwood zone by Hendersonville. Brought out immediately by Fernan. Fernan back into the Hendersonville zone on the right wing side. Goes around the back of the net. Passes out to the blue line, but it goes off the stick of Zeke Landcamer and out of the zone. Landcamer, loses it inside his own zone. Brian Wilkinson, put in front, score, Rose. Landcamer lost the puck right inside his own left point. Wilkinson picked it up, had Rose going to the front of the net, centered it, and Rose roofs it to tie the game at 5 with 3 minutes left in the second. This is a nutty game. Draw one by Hendersonville, but it's iced. Colin Smith just behind the red line ends up icing it, trying to dump it in. Draws to the left of Rumbaugh. Draw one by Ravenwood. Shot from Timo Holland at the right point, misses the net to the left of Rumbaugh. Hendersonville trying to get the puck out of the zone on the far side, and they do. Landon Croft brings it back into the Ravenwood zone down the right wing side. Pass across. It went off of something. Came to Caden Cisco, and he sent it past the net to McKenzie's right. The puck stays inside the zone even as Ravenwood tried to clear it out. Gideon Drobnik with it. Moving across to the right wing side. He's in the right wing corner. Passing it out to the slot. Now Croft out to the blue line. Left point, a shot from Colin Smith. Hit the post to McKenzie's right. And Ravenwood clear the puck out of the zone. Mason Reed with it right at the Hendersonville blue line. Gets pushed down from behind by Landon Croft, even though he got the puck into the zone. Hudson Laux with it. Sends it around the boards to the near side. And Gideon Drobnik has it left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Drobnik tried to pass it in front to Caden Cisco, who got tied up with Holland. Puck put in front, nobody in a white sweater there. It's intercepted and brought out by Liam Powell. Powell tried to pass across the hill, it's intercepted. Gideon Drobnik, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone, double teamed. Keeps the puck. Passes off, right to Croft, shot, score. Pass to the slot to Croft, who sends it into the bottom corner on the left-hand side of the net for his second goal of the game. And it is 6-5 Hendersonville with 94 seconds left in the second. Wow. My God. Draw one by Ravenwood, but turned right over to Hendersonville. Here's Carter Morrison in the Ravenwood zone. His shot off the stick of Zeke Landcamer on the back check and into the netting above the glass. Draw to the right of McKenzie. One by Ravenwood. Kenan Kaiser banks it off the near boards, but held in by Caden Lewis. Lewis backhands it down the left wing to the left wing corner. Christian Dickens put it in front. Ty Ellis falls over as the puck was coming his way. Here's Cooper Friedman through center into the Hendersonville zone on the left wing side. Gets off a shot that's blockered away by Rumbaugh. Final minute of the second. Ravenwood with a puck, but Hendersonville turned it or get it away from him and send it back into the Ravenwood zone. And one player falling over. It was Cooper Friedman falling over on the right wing boards of his own zone. Here's Keaton Moffitt carrying it through center. Hands it off. Robert Longer, right wing side of the Hendersonville zone. A backhander from the right wing side turned away by Rumba. 30 seconds left in the period. Puck out of the blue line. Zeke Landcamer with a shot turned away by Rumba. Ty Ellis with it. Got plenty of room to skate. He'll bring it out to center. It's in the Ravenwood zone. Oh, offside. Christian Dickens and Caden Lewis came into the zone before the puck did, and Lewis touched it up to get the whistle. 16.7 seconds left in the second. 6-5 Hendersonville. Draws in the dot in front of the Hendersonville bench. It's won by the Ravenwood, flipped way through the air, and it ended up on goal in the Hendersonville zone. So Griffin Rumba had to turn it away. Puck sent back the other way into the Ravenwood end. Zeke Landcamer with it. Backhands it over to Cannon Kaiser. Merrick Mott tried to steal it. He was in the slot, would have been going to the net all alone, but that's it for the second, where Hendersonville outscore Ravenwood 4-3, and now the Commandos have a 6-5 lead over the Raptors, who are 14 minutes away from being unable to win the GNASH Cup regular season championship. Griffin Rumba still in goal for Hendersonville. Reese McKenzie still in goal for Ravenwood for this third and final period. Ravenwood will carry the puck towards me. Hendersonville will carry it away from me. If Hendersonville are leading when the final buzzer sounds, Ensworth win the GNASH Cup regular season championship. But how wild of a third period are we in for? We'll find out. Puck in the Hendersonville zone to start. Up, but offside. Offside. Cooper Hill shoots it into the roof of the net, but it's offside. So that took the first 7 seconds off the clock, and they're going to call it an intentional offside and drop the puck in the Ravenwood zone to the right of McKenzie. Draw to the right of McKenzie. It's won by Hendersonville. Is that Hudson Laux or Caden Lewis? It's Laux. Or Caden Cisco, excuse me. I didn't know if that was a 28 or 26. It's a 26. Puck on the near side boards. And Cooper Hill hanging out at the Hendersonville blue line gets a stretch pass, but he had Colin Smith waiting and pushes him up against the boards on the near side of the Hendersonville zone. Puck cleared out. Merrick Mott with it. Mott back into the Ravenwood zone. Going to the front of the net, gets off a backhander that misses. Puck put in front, Brian Wilkinson's shot. I don't know if McKenzie got a piece of that or not. Now here's Hill back in the Hendersonville zone. Trying to flick it to the slot, but it hits Hudson Laux. And then it's taken back. Put in front, and Mason Reed stopped and covered up by Rumba. Hill took it off of Laux. Had Reed going to the front of the net, but Reed tried to deke Rumba out of position, but Rumba didn't take the bait. makes the stop. 13:03 to go, 6-5 Hendersonville. Draw to the left of Rumba. One by Hendersonville. They try and clear it out of the zone, held into the right point, but it comes back to the Commandos, and now here's Landon Croft into the Ravenwood zone. Can't get around the back checkers. Gideon Drobnik with a puck now. Ravenwood get it out of the zone, but it's intercepted at center by Carter Morrison. Brings it back into the Ravenwood zone. Had a Ravenwood player all over him to get the puck away. You got to watch for number 9 as Hendersonville end up icing the puck from just behind the red line. 12:29 to go, still 6-5 Commandos. Draw was to the left of Rumba, won by Ravenwood. Pass to the sliders. Mason Reed, a shot knocked away by Rumba, and the puck cleared down ice by Franks. It's on goal. McKenzie has to stop it. She comes out and plays it, hands it off to Cannon Kaiser. Wyatt Franks must be mad the net wasn't empty because that would have been right on target and in. Cooper Hill bringing the puck back into the Hendersonville zone. Around the back of the net. Out on the left wing side, passing up to the left point. Fired back down to the end boards for Mason Reed. Reed backhanding it in the front of the net, but intercepted by Carter Morrison. He'll bring it to center. Morrison into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Tried to get around a defender who knocked the puck away from him right as he was cutting to the middle. Gideon Drobnik with the puck now, got space to skate. But he can't get around a back checker. Puck cleared out of the zone. Franks gets to it at center. In his own zone, backing up towards the right wing corner, try to clear it out and hit Cooper Hill. Second try hits Liam Powell, put in front, Hill scores! Wyatt Franks tried to clear the puck out of the zone twice. The first clearing attempt hit Cooper Hill. The second clearing attempt was knocked down to the blue line by Powell, who sent it down the slot. Hill got it there, or Hill got the pass. Rumba was down, and Hill backhands it in for his 4th goal of the game. And it is 6-6 with 11:20 to go. Puck back in the Hendersonville zone off the draw. Hudson Laux got away from him. Grady Fernan holds it in, tried to send it down the slot. It's deflected. Colin Smith will clear it out. Caught up to inside the Ravenwood zone by Brady Friedman. Friedman falls over on the far side. Ravenwood with a puck. They bring it back out. They turn it over inside the Hendersonville zone. Laux tried to clear. It was knocked down by the stick of Keaton Moffitt. Now Brian Wilkinson will bring it out. Banks it off the near boards back into the Ravenwood zone. Puck banked off the far or near boards back to center. Laux passes across. Colin Smith up the far side. Brian Wilkinson, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone, a shot. I don't know if that went across the front of the net or if McKenzie got a piece of it. I'm not sure. Puck brought back into the Hendersonville zone, but Laux comes across Cooper Hill and pokes it away. Hill with it again. Passes in front. Liam Powell had it knocked away by Rumbaugh. Puck in the right wing corner. Powell with it, trying to put it in front of the skates of Colin Smith. Hill backhanding it up to the right point. Passed across. Held in Timo Holland. Sent it down low, intercepted by Hudson Laux. He tries to clear. It's intercepted. Hill. In the slot, a shot off the stick of Colin Smith into the netting above the glass. .9:33 to go, still 6-6. Draws to the right of Rumba. Hendersonville with it. Carter Morrison. Sending it around the wall to the near side. Wyatt Franks fires it back around to the far side. Morrison went past his skates. Cooper Hill with it. And then he loses it up against the kick plate. 3 Hendersonville players trying to keep him away from the puck. Hill backhanding it up to the right point. Now it's across to the left point. Kenan Kaiser backhands it down the left wing side. Not very hard. Intercepted and carried out of the zone by Landon Croft. Tried to pass it ahead to Gideon Drobnik. Pass missed him, and it goes for an icing. 8:53 to go. Still 6-6. Draw is going to be to the right of Rumbaugh. Outlaws and JP2 tied at 3 at the end of 2. Well, if the Outlaws hold on, they'll get a point. They would still need 2 more. Draws to the right of Rumbaugh. Ravenwood won the draw. They turn it over to Hendersonville. Carter Morrison out at center with it. And offside. Landon Croft, I think, just went over the blue line before Morrison brought the puck in. There's a chance for Ravenwood, a shot, score! Jake Farrell. Puck was coming down the Hendersonville slot, and it comes right to Farrell, is able to stuff it into the back of the net, and Ravenwood retake the lead. It is 7-6 Raptors with 8:28 to go. Draw one by the Commandos. Big battle for it right at the Ravenwood blue line. Puck ends up loose, picked up by the Raptors. Brought back into the Hendersonville zone. There's a shot, stopped by Rumbaugh. That shot coming from Jake Farrell. That was Farrell's second goal of the game, by the way. Here's Hudson Laux through center. Back into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Into the right wing corner, puck taken away by Farrell. And Farrell's going to end up icing it. 7-6 Ravenwood with 7:49 to go. Draws to McKenzie's left. One by Ravenwood. They bring it into the Hendersonville zone. Mason Reed on the left wing side. Backhands it down. Hill with it. Backhands it in front. And Liam Powell, backhander, turned away by Rumbaugh. Kicked out that right leg pad just in the nick of time. Merrick Mott brings the puck out to center. It's in the left wing corner of the Ravenwood zone. Puck comes around to the near side. Ravenwood with it. Passed ahead, Liam Powell. Offside. It's Powell going offside in his own. I think he just stepped into the zone right before the puck did. 7:07 to go. Still 7-6 Ravenwood. Draw one by Hendersonville, and a one-timer from the slot. Either stopped by McKenzie or blocked in front. That one-timer came, I think, from Caden Cisco. But it ends up out of play. Draws to the right of McKenzie. No, it's going to be to her left. Draw one by Ravenwood. They clear it out of the zone. Picked up by Carter Morrison. Morrison passes over to Wyatt Franks. Sends it over to the near side. Morrison picks it up. Back over to Franks. Franks will pass it ahead to Landon Croft. Croft back into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Behind the net. Turns it over. Side. And now up. Pass ahead. Liam Powell goes off his stick deep into the Hendersonville zone. He catches up to it. Trying to put it out in front. Pass was blocked. Here's Mason Reed. Has the puck taken away by Carter Morrison. Morrison to center. Over to Gideon Drobnik. Left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. His shot blocked. Now the puck pass ahead to Powell. Left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Powell shooting. Stopped by Rumba. Rebound picked up by Croft. Try to stretch pass to Carter Morrison off a stick, off a Ravenwood stick, into the netting above the glass on the far side. 5:51 to go, still 7-6 Ravenwood. Puck draw one by Ravenwood. Puck brought into the Hendersonville zone and a shot from Grady Fernan in the right circle. Gloved and held onto by Rumba. Draw was to the left of Rumba. One by Ravenwood. Puck in the left wing corner. Merrick Mott picks it up. Brings it to center. Passes ahead. Brian Wilkinson had it go off his stick deep into the Ravenwood zone. Raptors trying to clear it out. Held in Colin Smith. Pucks into the front of the net. It was blocked before it ever got to McKenzie. Wilkinson trying to take it away. Now puck sent the other way by the Raptors. It's in the Hendersonville zone. Hudson Laux ahead off the stick of Braden Rose. Ravenwood bringing it back into the Hendersonville zone. His shot from the right circle. Stopped and held on to by Rumba. That shot coming from Timo Holland. 5:01 to go. Still 7-6 Ravenwood. Draws to Rumba's left. One by Ravenwood and a shot from Powell. Stopped and covered up by Rumba. Draw to Rumba's left again. One by the Raptors again. Liam Powell, right wing corner. Trying to put it in front. It's blocked. Morrison with it. Puck comes out in front. Powell trying to stub it in. It's at the left-hand side of the net. Now it's behind the net. Hill pushing Morrison up against the boards. Powell comes up with a puck. Comes out to the far side. Pass hit a skate. Still comes up to Mason Reed. Now back down to Powell. Now back to Reed. Back up to the right point. Up and just holding into the blue line. I think it was Brady Friedman. Reed trying to backhand the puck behind the net to Powell. Knocked down by Morrison. Powell with it. Passing it out towards the blue line. Here's Zeke Landcamer, top of the left circle shot. Goes off of Croft, past the net, hits the top of the dasher board. Now here's Frank sending it around to the far side. Held in by Powell. Been taken away by Drobnik. He'll bring it to center. Drobnik finds room. He's in the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side, but tried to get off a shot. Couldn't. He has the puck again. Goes to the front of the net. A shot missed the net to the left of McKenzie. He had a breakaway in the second where he missed the net to her right. Puck put in front for, I think, Croft, who got pushed off. Put in front for Croft again. It's knocked away from him this time. Here's Drobnik again. Going to the front of the net, or around the back of the net. Trying to stuff it in. And I think the net got dislodged. 3:28 left, still 7-6 Ravenwood. Even if Hendersonville managed to tie this game, Ravenwood's GNASH Cup hopes would survive, but they'd be hanging on by a thread. Draws to the left of McKenzie. Puck put out in front. Nobody in a white sweater could get to it. It actually went off the side of the net, came towards the blue line, and was just held in, but then Ravenwood take it, clear it out. Now back the other way come Hendersonville. Brian Wilkinson, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone, his shot blocked. Puck now over on the near side. Cleared out by the Raptors. Brought back into the Hendersonville zone. It's taken away and cleared out. Now here's Merrick Mott. And Mott, I think he got tugged on. And it's going to be a hooking call against the Raptors. So Hendersonville will be back on the power play, down 7-6 with 2:48 to go. And I'm surprised they're not burning their time out here. Draws to McKenzie's left. Won by Hendersonville. Morrison passing it over to the right wing. That's passed across. Puck in the left wing corner, and Ravenwood get to it, and they clear. Here's Carter Morrison bringing it out of his own zone. Into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Goes right to the front of the net, gets off a backhander. Actually, I think he lost the puck to McKenzie trying to go to the backhand. He ended up putting it on goal. She makes the stop and covers. And now Griffin Rumbaugh, he was going to the bench, but they tell him to stay out. Draw be to McKenzie's left. Puck's in the right wing. It's not one. Brought out in front, and a shot I think missed the net. Nope, they're saying McKenzie got a save on it. Shot in the right wing boards, McKenzie steers it away. That was from Landon Croft, I think. Puck in the left wing corner. And they end up blowing the whistle because was Carter Morrison holding it up against the kick plate? Some type of infraction on Hendersonville that's going to have the puck. No, it's a roughing call against Caden Cisco. It's a roughing call against Caden Cisco, so there goes Hendersonville's man advantage. So it'll be a 4-on-4 for 61 seconds. Minute 49 to go, 7-6 Ravenwood. Draws to the left of Rumbaugh. One by the Commandos. Colin Smith banks it off the near glass, but it goes too high and out of play. So they'll drop it to Rumbaugh's left again. One by Ravenwood. Shot from the blue line blocked. Here's Carter Morrison bringing the puck back into the Ravenwood zone. Rumbaugh to the bench for the extra attacker. Puck put in front for Morrison, and it was deflected over the net. Now they're trying to stuff it in. Morrison behind the net. Backhands it out in front. Shot from Drobnik, gloved and held on to by Reese McKenzie. She makes a big save on Gideon Drobnik. Down to 34 seconds left in the 4-on-4. And Hendersonville are going to burn their timeout with 82 seconds left, trailing 7-6. Timeout done. Everybody heading back to where they should be. Net still empty for Hendersonville. Draw is to the left of McKenzie. 30 left in the 4-on-4. 92 seconds left in the penalty against Caden Cisco. Draw one by the Commandos. Gideon Drobnik in the right wing corner. Puck got away from him, and Ravenwood clear it out. It's trickling towards the Hendersonville net, but it slows way down and dies. Picked up by Colin Smith. Sent back into the Ravenwood zone, immediately cleared out. And here's Mason Reed sending it past the empty Hendersonville net. Cooper Hill sends it in. Hill catches up to it behind the net and able to stretch around and tuck it in for his 5th goal of the game. And it is 8-6 Ravenwood with 55.7 seconds left. 7 seconds left in the 4-on-4. The net's still empty for Hendersonville. It's kind of crazy that they're not going to put Rumbaugh back in net. Oh, and wow, Rumbaugh goes back out there. Hendersonville have too many players. Oh my gosh. They didn't do the usual thing of putting the goalie back in for the face-off at center. And Rumbaugh came back out onto the ice in the middle of the play. Carter Morrison tried to get off. So it's going to be too many men, and Christian Dickens is going to serve the penalty. It's a 2-man advantage for Ravenwood. For 55 seconds, 45.6 seconds to go. They're up 8-6. Draws to Rumbaugh's left. One by Ravenwood. Liam Powell. Top of the left circle. Passes out to the blue line. Timo Holland. Back over to Powell. Bottom of the left circle. Tried to center it. Blocked by the skates of Morrison. Under 30 seconds to go in the game. Morrison trying to clear. Morrison clears it out, unable to keep it in. Was Timo Holland. Now here's Colin Smith back in the Ravenwood zone, but Holland catches, no, it's Cooper Hill, catching up to take the puck away. It's out at center. Smith brings it back into the Ravenwood zone. Pass across, Landon Croft, a shot. It's underneath McKenzie, and that's it. Ravenwood's GNASH Cup hopes survive. The race goes on as they win 8-6 over Hendersonville. In a wild game, especially the second period, where the Commandos outscored the Raptors 4-3. Wow, that is amazing. Wow. And we got Gideon. We got some players getting tied up in the handshake line. Gideon Drobnik needing to be separated from somebody. Colin Gower with a quick hug for Hudson Laux. And well, the handshake line kept going. Colin Smith having a chat, I think, with Liam. No, it's not Liam Powell. as the Zamboni driver wants them all off the ice so he can start cleaning. Boy, I thought we were going to have a real problem there on the handshake line. So Ravenwood's GNASH Cup hopes survive until Friday, at least until Friday, when they take on Father Ryan. So the Raptors are now 9-1-1 after the win tonight. They actually go into second. They and Hendersonville have the same amount of wins, but Ravenwood go into second on the head-to-head. So here are the goal scorers in this one. Yep, I'm going to have to crud. All right, so the goal scorers in this one for Hendersonville. 2 goals for Gideon Drobnik. Carter Morrison, Landon Croft, Braden Rose, who else scored for them? Let's see. Drobnik had their first goal. Second came from Croft. Drobnik had the third. Morrison had the fourth. Fifth came from Rose. I think Croft had the sixth as well. Okay, yeah, here we go. They're giving Drobnik a hat trick. I thought that was Croft that shot it in from in front. So I think Croft has 2, Drobnik with 2, Morrison and Rose with the other goals, and then for Ravenwood, 5 for Cooper Hill, and the others came from Brady Friedman, Liam Powell, and Jake Farrell. JP2MLK have beaten the Outlaws 6-3. Oh, boy. Oh, but the Outlaws are up against it. The Outlaws are absolutely up against it. They have 2 games left. And Station Camp, I think Station Camp are the team they need to worry about the most. Cooper Hill is player of the game, by the way, for having 5 goals tonight. So the Outlaws are going to have to beat. They're going to have to beat, or at least tie NBA on Friday, and then hope and pray that Station Camp lose on Monday. Yeah, Cooper Hill's our player of the game with 5 goals tonight. So all 3 games from tonight are in the books, and let's go over the final scores. Station Camp Liberty Creek beating the Montgomery County Rangers 10-3. Ravenwood beating Hendersonville-Beech-Lawson 8-6, and just now JP2MLK beating the Outlaws 6-3. So here are the standings with tonight's games in the books. Ensworth, Nolensville, Lipscomb still 2 points away. Still 1 Ravenwood loss away. If Ravenwood lose on Friday to Father Ryan, which I don't think is going to happen, Ensworth will win the GNASH Cup. Ensworth still leading with 12 wins, no losses, 2 ties. Ravenwood now in second at 9-1-1. Hendersonville-Beech-Lawson 9-3-1. Yes, they have the same number of points, same number of wins, but Ravenwood are ahead on the head-to-head. Franklin now at 9. Actually, no, Franklin and JP2 now both at 9-3-0. And JP2 go ahead of Franklin. They have the same record, but JP2 beat them. Again, all of the top 5 have clinched Preds Cup berths. Summit Page in 6th at 7-3-1. Montgomery Bell 7th at 6-3-2. The Outlaws 8th at 6-4-2. The Rampage in 9th at 5-9-0. Station Camp Liberty Creek now at 4-6-2 after the win tonight. Yeah, the Outlaws are now 6-5-2 in case I didn't say that. Centennial FRA 4-8-0. Father Ryan and Indy are both at 3-7-1. But again, it should be Indy ahead of Ryan because they've beaten them. Brentwood 3-10-1. Mount Juliet 1-9-2. And the Rangers 0-13-0. And again, the Rampage, Brentwood, Mount Juliet, and Montgomery County all off to the Henry Hine Cup. And again, everybody but Ensworth and Ravenwood have been eliminated from contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship. Here's the schedule for the rest of the week. Tomorrow night at 8:30 on the North Ring in Antioch. Centennial FRA taking on Father Ryan. Somebody's going to get a Hine Cup berth. Whatever the result, whoever loses the game gets a Hine Cup spot. If the game ends in a tie, Centennial FRA get the Hine Cup spot. Friday, 5:40 on the Terry Chris Brink in Bellevue. NBA taking on the Outlaws. It's senior night for the Big Red. And at 5:45 on the North Ring in Antioch, Ravenwood taking on Father Ryan. Again, if Ravenwood lose that game, Ensworth win the GNASH Cup. And it looked for a while tonight like Hendersonville were going to hang on and win, but Cooper Hill is Cooper Hill, and he does Cooper Hill things. God, I'm going to miss it. You know what? The pipelines have started to wither without a game, and kids like Cooper Hill are rarer and rarer in this league. He's going to be missed when he's gone after this season. We'll be doing that Ravenwood Father Ryan game on Friday, 5:40 pregame for a 5:45 face-off. Wow, what a crazy game we had tonight here at Centennial as Ravenwood's GNASH Cup hopes survive. And they beat Hendersonville-Beech-Lawson 8-6. I'm Michael Hackney. Thank you all so much for listening. Have a great Thursday. Talk to you Friday from Antioch. Good night from Centennial.